Fes Gymraeg efo Charson agus faltref de Chéli ile yn tresef Chéli an yn stre Chélian Taynuilt. Y ddys, special joy Dunlop agus mi byr yn taich yn noch. Apad gyda ura mahan a fi nwr cwdiach agus sinnitrin lochgwr Hello everybody and welcome to the third Taynuilt Ceilidh. My name is Joy Dunlop and I am thrilled once more to be with you. We've got a bumper Ceilidh for you, fantastic musicians, singers, and we are really chuffed to have you with us. As always, please don't be shy. If you have some comments that you can leave, do say hello. Let me know who you are and where you're listening from, and we'll try and say hello to you. But we're going to kick it off in the traditional Taynuilt Ceilidh style with some piping. We're thrilled that we have local boy Ali Mclean with us tonight. And I can see the pipes there, and I know he's ready to go. Especially nach Charson, nach Cursif, Falche, Chriel, Ali Maclean. Let's hear some pipes from him. Hello, I'm just going to see if I can talk through this to get hold of Ali. Ali, for some reason we can't see you, so if you can make sure your video is switched on, that'd be wonderful. As always, a technical hitch or two is what helps to give the idea of a live Ceilidh. So hopefully Ali's twiddling some knobs there, doing something to make it work. So while he's doing that, I'm going to take a moment to say hello to a few people who have said that they're listening. It's really nice to hear from you. And I see we've got Krina Jackson listening in O'Hallan, which is amazing. We have Mary Gregory, one of our wonderful committee members, listening in Taynuilt. Audrey Paterson, a good few other folk listening in Oban. I'm seeing people coming in across the view. We've got Kathleen Maclean, Morag Nichniel, Kujak Geishak in Oban, Colin Fisher, Skelmerley, loads of folk there. So hello, Falti Ravula. I will come back, keep saying hello to people. I'm hoping we can now hear and see Ali again. Ali, do you want to give it a go? We'll see what happens.
Hi, I'm here. I don't know if you can hear me talking. You are.
I can hear you. Have you
showing up that it's on the Skype?
We can see Ali, but I don't know if you guys can see Ali. What I think we'll do, we'll get Ali to play anyway. If you can see him, great. If you can, at least you'll be able to hear him. And let's be honest, with the pipes, that's all we're looking for. No offense, Ali. So for the second time, let's give a huge big hello and welcome to Ali Mclean. Kill Vision. Beautiful music there from Ali, and I always feel like I'm staring at people across the screen here like they're miles away from me, but really they're quite close. Now, I'm sure many of people will recognise Ali from coming to the Ceilidhs over the years, and much as I hate to always be talking about your parents, obviously everybody will know Mary Catherine, a staple of the Taynuilt Ceilidhs. Ali, you're a student of piping at the RCA, so but obviously it's been a very interesting year for the last ones. How has that actually transferred for you? What have you actually been able to do over the last year?
It's been quite a challenge, trying to, some of the classes have actually worked okay online, just presentations, but a few of them, obviously, it's quite hard to try and make music every week on the Zoom class, so it's been quite hard. The one-to-one lessons have been okay as well, which is kind of the main thing of that we do here. So they've worked all right for us, thankfully. But
yeah, I mean, it's funny how like pipe bands and Gaelic choirs feel like the two things that seem like they're going to be the last to appear back in person. So I guess with pipes as well, it's a wee bit harder to practice if you're in a flat in Glasgow. If you're at least even at home, you can go up a hill somewhere and get a wee bit of peace.
Yeah, definitely. And especially my flat here, it's got very low ceilings, so it's been quite hard.
Yeah, that's a very bad choice for a piper. Now, since we've got you here, let's see if we can get some more music. What are you going to play for us this time?
Yeah, so that first set was just a couple of 9/8 marches. It was Glenmore and then into the Heights of Dargai. I'll do a spay and a couple of jigs now. The first tune is Hector, and then the two jigs will be I Have It Somewhere and Pitlochry High School Centenary.
Great. Ceol lé a bhesin bá gali Maclean. A fantastic bit of a pipe in there from Ali to get us going. There's something about the pipes. I think it just gets you in your blood. It makes you want to stand up and dance. That was some cracking music to get ourselves going. Nes thank for game shit ha géisteach ha uavasach snog klein sin fuamh ile. Ha mi feic gifel Morvan a géisteach a these could you get ha in a v tors taik in a Calian ochin Atta. So lovely to see everybody leaving their messages. Love to see Morvan McLeod listening. Elsie Chalmers, who is my grand sister. I like it when you get a wee bit of family support there. See, Ina McMaster, her and Duncan are listening in Largs. We've got Roberta Laurie coming in. Fiona McInnes and Torber Mori. Francis Dunlop, Paisha Geishach and Grianick. Donald McKinnon also watching in Oban. Hugh McNeil from Colonsay. I'm sure will be very excited to hear Hector in a wee bit. Jane and Blair Gowdy, Anne and Ceilidh, lots of people listening. Margaret Young and Lochilpid. Argyll is definitely very well represented, and it's always nice when you see somebody listening for a wee bit further afield. So a special hello to Carol Gomez, who is listening Colorado, USA. Nisha hasn't done a lentin on Lisha Hjol Nisha. I guess he can be the Hutchigan. Aha, Gama Anichte and Unsulth the Gaelic. I really don't need to introduce the next singer. He's a gold medalist. I guess Nisha Kujach Bishop Yolakid mar Arst Officat Humani Gaelby. So probably to Gaelies we'd maybe know James Graham as a gold medalist, but he is also a chief boss man of Uncommon Gaelbach. And if anybody's been working very hard over this last year trying to make things work, it is James Graham. Fiska Maggie Behavish, give it a hash of a noch.
Fisgrama joy ha me gama o hen.
Gama ha was not gate that you can get the hash and hast or cool scalen some toy show.
Hash and Ruth, a mis fan ging gwil me wie na ma huye as a gaher so fat. Gaan so keer mies en jekenest mag kun je steeds as a kitchen goopers as a kitchen so maar a hul den jela mis me.
Ian Gadal. And it feels very weird talking English to James, but I know that there are a few folk listening there that have not got any Gaelic. And James was just saying how the kitchen has become his new workspace. It's definitely not close to the kettle, which is a good one. Any chance that, Hamish, you've been busy singing over the last year?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. We've had a few gigs here and there despite the lockdown. I think when it started, you think, geez, I'm not going to be singing for ages. But there was a few opportunities came up and people have been really creative doing different things and kettle connections and blasts and festivals like that. So it's great that these gigs are still going.
Yeah, and obviously we had no mod last year, but Uncommon ran monthly Ceilidhs that were just wonderful. I loved tuning in just to see and hear from folk, and that felt like it was a really positive step.
It was good, and it kind of captured a sense of community. You know, everybody was, you know, in their homes, and usually we'd be at their local mods, provincial mods, and then a national mod, obviously, and meeting up and whatnot. But that was kind of taken away. So the next best thing, obviously, is online, and we did the online Ceilidhs, and then of course the online mod in October. So it's a real good sense of community, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And we're really thrilled that actually you're getting to come in now and give us a song or two. So we're fáci mi acave, because each again the hash of the lahain.
Okay, well, fiachi mi is or an gul, or an use me toshoch, and the Ravami is a heat vliana, as an Northline in Glasgow. So Grag Yal Machri, as sung by the late Flora McNeil. Ved mi o hu ho, ved mi o hu o hi, ved mi o hu o ho, smi forlån stuka mi, semaga I geluhwa. Af mi kwars mi lamhin, Gusendranik min taj, Farn rograd yal mochri. Eis mi o hu ho, Eid mi o hu hi, Eid mi o hu, Smi forlån stuka
Ianing treog, ianing twain, chumeen sua sukan stri, everinja gravel chruai, domulwai, chach kan cheese. Eid me oh, eid me oh, eid me oh, smee forlorn stuk am Get nach Elschien hast post, Hamim doch es kombi, Atzelaris mogagon, Chavi on ornanji, Eid me oh, Eid me oh, Eid me oh, Smee forlorn stuk am Naum vi krommer i sjaglaun, han ik snai mer machri, o nacht got smindel nach akuk to me. Eid me oh, eid me oh, eid me oh, smee forlorn stuk am
Oh. Oren Alban Garida Vasher, agus Fertinu in the Sherlam Heen, how Rutte Ganau Minchown in the Hamish, the Hale had got the Glachke on a dog.
Sin cear sa fiú áir an chéile sin go téann sanne an thula duine chabhór is féidir sé thuá chuideach.
They're really, you can't beat the old ones, particularly the ones with a chorus, and even though we can't sing together. But I was singing along with Seamus there, it kind of felt like I was at a Ceilidh in a certain way. Nisha Hamish, lots of people leaving comments, and I know that because obviously people knew you were coming in, the question everybody wanted to ask, and I don't want to put you in the spot, is about this year's mod. Do you have any wee sneaky Taynuilt Ceilidh clues you can give us?
Yeah, hoping there'll be a mod of some sort, Joy. That's the plan. We don't want to kind of go another year without the real thing, so aiming for as much as we can to have at least some physical events, like everybody else is with all their events. That'll be down to restrictions and everything else, but yeah, here's hoping, fingers crossed.
Oh, fabulous. And I'm sure everybody, I know that this past October it just didn't feel right there not being a mod, so we're all very excited when it gets to the point that safely we can all meet together and do something again. A mini Ceilidh, even if it's at a distance, that'll make the most of it.
Absolutely, yeah. I think people just want to get singing and get together again, and yeah, absolutely.
On that note, why don't you give us another song since you're here?
Okay, this is a song that I sung for Celtic Connections in January. It was a Murdo McFadyen project that we were doing, Murdo McFadyen songs, and this is one of his songs, Vorach Latiuling. It's a great, really good going song for a love song. It's got a different twist in terms of Gaelic love song. It's really upbeat and it's good going. So here we go. Chalik Maldwais alles Rosken Fuatin Jos Nuagna Buha Chudera Gudwayan Mata Chianach Guta Kualing Semaran Kanach Exalum Fuarbiaun Vora Glatiulingun Churam Gukul Nagyalich Smil Shilang Dofogan Gumorna Nakiran Yalo Ahana suri nagara gulan Anjia pokan Bisharavan shuchkar Survissa heja Gostiona plunyor Gursnasa metas nikra mantulor Voraklatju lingun churam Gukul nagyalich Smichelang dofogan Kumorna nakiran yalo Anwara glesa siswasa horan Anusha kechi netarsan smyorach Sietri gestach jon jevirovin Jovin gnischten bovil dostug Vora glatjulingun churam Gukul nagyalich Smirchelang dofogan Gumorna nakiran yalo Yavoin Jonach Gurike Georgia is hein Schneegauns na mochen Mora Skulking fuach gagish chases doring Chanakring duashach alwai the falcon Vora glatjulingun churam Gukul nagyalich Smichelang the falcon Gumorna nakiran yalo O kuiglig fia vosh na koshin longut Or yanin yaskich is yanin klogut Schalikin klia virto greima vorar Get verin blian nagis miasken vonja Vora glatjulin kun churam Gukul nagyalich Smichelang dofogan Gumorna nakiran yalo Vora glatjulin kun churam Gukul nagyalich Smichelang dofogan Gumorna nakiran yalo
Oran fyrir hífich farlín visit, agus chan you'll beicht in the whole thing sin am a veralsa. The wonderful thing of Harshin, you can't see this with the wonder of the technology, but behind the scenes, I can see everybody that's watching. And we all moved at the same time when Seamus started singing. There was the Ceilidh sway, that back and forward. And there's something with these songs, you just cannot beat it. We'll hear more songs from Seamus in a wee bit. But I just wanted to take the time to say thank you again for coming to listen. We're really chuffed that we can hold these Ceilidhs, and we wouldn't be able to do it if it hadn't been for the financial support of Tascig, the Fashion and Gale Fund, and also the Taynuilt that we got from Borst Gaelic. So thank you very much for allowing us to do this. Loads of folk leaving comments, which is lovely. So just going to say hello to a few of them. Janet McFadden in Taynuilt, Christine Johnson in Lochgilphead, Helen Pearson in Soraba, Freddie Mackenzie, a good friend to the Ceilidhs, listening in Oban, Sandy Brody, initially from Campbellton, but in Glasgow. We're seeing Rhoda Graham coming in from Ontario, Stephen Lindsay, Asinageishach in Dundee, he's in Dundee, a good wee bit of chat coming. Pascal coming in from Brittany, which is lovely. Liz McNeil, Audrey again, Thomas Callister, Isle of Man, well represented. It's lovely. So I'll keep saying hello to people all throughout the Ceilidh, but we're going to move on to something a wee bit different. So these Ceilidhs, we've just been running them the way we would a normal Taynuilt Ceilidh, in that we've been asking folk, are they free to come and do a wee performance for us? And most musicians are saying, funnily enough, I do have a Saturday night free, but sometimes actually there are people who have managed to keep themselves busy, and that means that we're asking them, would they be willing to send us a wee video? So Anisha has the Lachlanchen for yeesh on a video a churit to na betraye. So this time we're going to have a nice wee pre-recorded video. This is a duo performance from from Ainsley Hamill, beautiful Gaelic singer from Cardross originally, who's actually now based down in London. And she's been accompanied here by Alastair and Paterson on piano. And they put this video together for another performance that they were involved with, but they very generously let us show it as part of their Ceilidh. So unfortunately, they cannot be here in person, but they're very, very welcome at our Ceilidh. They wish they could be, but it's lovely to have them here on a virtual screen. Smishin na Harton, nach chuir se fáilte chríal Ainsley Hamill agus Alastair Ian Paterson.
Shinju kabila levi o kabio elen satan katalo kabio Shinju kabila levi o kabio anshaka kerem sambair klasigo kabio Shinju kabila levi Kabio en kyo skule gera lachtenyo kabio Shinju kabina levio kabio Saton khadik mi dolapio kabio Shinju kabina levio kabio Schabau merklich oim khwadich Kabio, Shinju Kabina Lebio, Kabio, it clad if the blinke fachio, Kabio, Shinju Kabina Lebi, oh, Kabio, Taimoru Maldur Farshinyo, Kabio, Shinju Kabina Lebio. Kabio, Khunuk spat shachen rua Kabio, Shinju kabila lebio Kabio, Khrami hen movrachken rua Kabio, Shinju kabila lebio Kabio, is gordig mi vi kujerua Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio. Get noch bau der Gölung für Jalo Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio, Gölung noruch Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio, Yidek biaun se harnak brua Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio, Gak kalap en hennes brudevo Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio, is elevan and spoken duo Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio, Shinju kabina lebio Kabio, Shinju kabina levi, oh, Kabio.
Oran erach gulfa sin for Ainsley Hamill agus Alastair McFadden. A beautiful recording there of Elaine, a gorgeous Gaelic song. And I wish we could have Ainsley and Alastair in here with us, but it's the next best thing to have them virtually present. And again, hello to everybody that is listening at home. I see Audrey and Alastair Barnett. Alastair's a good Taynuilt boy. They're listening in Inverness. We're seeing Christine Hunter, Sandy Brody. Who else have we got? Josie Campbell also watching in Lochgilphead. Morag McNeil saying hello. People are very excited that the chance there might be a mod in some form in October. So I think Inverness is getting Googled frantically at the moment. Saying hello from Boston, Massachusetts to Adderstone59. I'm very sorry, I don't know what your actual name is, but that's how it comes up. And Rona McMillan, again, a good Campbellton girl. Our girl is very, very well represented tonight. Tulig Viakin Chidasai, I guess, Hikme Huka hello as a regal. Lots of people saying hello, and I'll try and jump back and forward when I can. Ach, ha, tulig cool hoshachorn, I guess. Apad gre tolakahan inisha kloinchin vo chuchikin. Aha, it'll and Taynuilt Turishnoga initiative. So we're going to carry on with the music, and we're coming now to somebody who's definitely not a stranger to Taynuilt. We have with us harpist Rachel here, and on the bouzouki Adam Rhodes. Now, Rachel and Adam actually don't live that far away from me in Glasgow, but unfortunately we need the binoculars at the moment to be in any form of communication. Kevin Hashiv, how are you doing tonight, Rachel and Adam?
Hi, good man.
Glema! Yes! Yeah. We want it in Manx now, Adam, please. Now, Rachel, you're originally from Ullapool, but kind of came to Glasgow via Edinburgh. We've got Adam coming in here from the Isle of Man, so we're very well represented here right now. As I've been saying to everybody, a very, very weird year where we've all been grounded. It's been particularly rubbish, actually, for folk from the Isle of Man who haven't been able to get home at all. But thankfully, you're both here. It's lovely to have you at a virtual Taynuilt Ceilidh. Rachel's been a few times, but I think this is Adam's first Taynuilt Ceilidh experience.
Yep.
Which is very exciting. But I don't think Rachel is going to let you play, though, for the first piece. So, Rachel, what are you gonna play for us tonight?
I'm going to play one of my most favourite tunes in the world. It's got a crazy title though. It's called Looking at a Rainbow Through a Dirty Window. It's a beautiful one by Callum Stewart. So nice kind of tune about hope.
Almagarida. Beautiful music there. Lots of comments coming in. Adam, we're seeing one from Tom Callister saying he very much liked your t-shirt. Tell us a wee bit about Maclean then. Go on, give us a wee plug.
Just pushing the brand. Shameless plug.
Yeah.
It's a band that me and Tom play in, from the Isle of Man mostly, apart from our drummer who's from Scotland. So good fun band.
We always like a good plug here, and there's definitely, I always think when you go across to the Isle of Man, it's the same as going across to Ireland. It's kind of been with your Celtic cousin in that you've got the same music, you've got definitely a good link with the language, and definitely the same sense of fun.
Yeah, good crack, absolutely.
Yep. And one of the comments coming is from my mum, who says congratulations to Rachel and Adam on your upcoming wedding. Now both of you probably have the wedding that I've heard about the most that hasn't happened yet. You're one of the ones that unfortunately got stuck in the cycle of rescheduling and rescheduling. So purely to keep my mum happy, Rachel, please tell us, what is your newest wedding update?
End of February. Although Joy,
2040.
Oh,
2040.
you should have it in your diary, Joy, seeing as you're like maid of honour, though. To be honest,
I have it in my diary. It's been sent to me 70 times, but we're just making sure everybody else knows it's in there for February. And yeah, it has been obviously such a rubbish year. You've not managed to do any wedding performance, but look at the two of you there performing musically in the same room. Surely that makes up for it.
We've literally never spent so long together, ever.
Well, the Whittle's loss is Taynuilt Kayleigh's gain, as you're about to play something for us together. So let us know what you're about to perform.
So we're actually gonna do quite a bit of Manx stuff tonight. Partly, well, Adam's from the Isle of Man, but also because I've been teaching Manx music all day to lots of students. I normally visit the island once a month to teach harp. So this is one of their favourite tunes to play. It's a gorgeous tune by a pal of ours called Katie Lawrence. She's a fantastic fiddle player and a great choral leader. She does a lot of choir work with youngsters, particularly in the schools. So it's a beautiful tune that she wrote a number of years ago called Durat, and it's become known as a bit of a harp tune. One of the dance groups in the north of the island use it. The harpist play it as a solo group of harp players, and they have a beautiful, graceful dance that the girls from the Nefani dance group dance to. So we'll do that, and then into a slip jig called The Three Good Fellas Beyond the Glen, which I learnt from a Back of the Moon recording. So that's a bit of a flashback back of the moon. So, alright. Cool.
you. Nothing like a wee bit of inter-Celtic music to get the toes tapping. Ciat Míletain, Rachel agus Adam. Agus ríis ha uafas os not cleinchint van joina ha géisteach ekentai. Me feichen gyfel ethel nich calum a géisteach an yn nyrúra. Agus ha ethel yn fi frihalug ng Céilian ula as ha uafas os not gyfeli narcodiach ríis. So lovely to see you. I'm seeing a few people, Junie and Rona coming in. I'm sure many of you who have been online this weekend have been seeing that Soshkal have also been having a weekend of online festivities. They're having a good Ceilidh tonight, and lots of people, 2 devices on at the moment, so they're listening to both Ceilidhs so they don't miss out. So hopefully the Soshkal Ceilidh is going in good swing there, and everybody's having a proper horialdi. And if I can Kujakoila hacking, who else we've got? Gabrielle Benelli coming in, Jane Miles, Mary McKinnon, Davy Paterson in Taynuilt. Who else have we got? Moira Robertson, Moira Portappen, Moira Thompson, Christine Johnson, Alex Monroe, a Geishtach and in Dubai. He's probably the furthest one so far. We've got somebody coming in from Dubai, which is lovely. Hannah coming in as well. Moira Young in Tarbert. A good few people coming in. We are having some sound issues tonight. As you all know, Harton, we're all coming in from home, so we're very much relying on Wi-Fi. So I think tonight, I don't know if it's because there's a lot of us coming from Glasgow, that the Wi-Fi is being a wee bit creative. So do not worry. It's not that your ears are failing you. There's just sometimes a wee bit coming and going. Unfortunately, there's nothing really that we can do about that apart from keep singing, keep playing and enjoying the horialdi. I guess han the wach falchin is a chud the sinneter it van me heen gema your lochsound as an skianach aha Catherine Tinney. I guess han G shakin a shane call that on Colry Gulgalic Lossachu. I guess han you Catherine Aiken or Hune Unionisha Sata van Vashin the shane call that I guess was Bunika Gvil and G shakin and G and a few Rishan Gunchikov. So it's so lovely to have Catherine Tinney with us tonight. Catherine's originally from the Isle of Skye. Good Barra connections in there as well, but she now lives in Glasgow, and I always like to bring things back to Gaelic choirs if I can, and I'm sure if anybody's been watching at the moment, I've seen Catherine singing with the GGs. So it's been a long time since I've seen Catherine in person. I hope that it doesn't carry on to be such a long time. Give it a how knock, Catherine.
Yeah, feedback. Oors of college vi show a knock. Yeah.
I guess agree in a jar six, which a jailer you do.
Yeah, va mi mach so great. Va mi moise agree in fat Niesker, so vision ma. Yeah.
Oh, well, we're really thrilled to have you here. So you've had a busy year, Catherine, though. Tell us a wee bit about it.
Yeah, so I'm a student again, and I'm in 3rd year, and not probably doing the best of degrees at the moment to be doing during a global pandemic. So I'm studying textile design, but doing everything on a much smaller scale at the moment, really, since we don't have access to the art school. So doing a lot more digital work and just everything on a much smaller scale, or getting quite creative with trying to find alternatives. But as you know yourself, with that, there's a lot of challenges with technology. Not everything goes to plan.
Oh, we know that well.
Yeah. I guess Varach Gershon, Jirach, doing a little bit of singing here and there when I can, which is good. There have been some opportunities through the years. It's been fantastic, and a bit of tutoring too. So had been
and the GG, quite like a lot of choirs, have been meeting online for wee practices and some good social gatherings, which I think is what you realise that's really what we've been missing the last year, is just the crack and getting a chance to see everybody.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, Hashin uafsachtolig je gyfel y gol yr ein yn noch. I guess, yn ein sy'n bacon again, mynd i hiad o'r yn hawdd legal.
Yeah, well, I'm a legal Joe or in Heidi, I'm mentioning een boog in de baan. Dus ik wil jam, wil woord goed jou nog kuju. Zo tasje je mee lesjen kuju. Zo, zo ik een boog in de baan. Och, neri gretchen en kalber en graag. Gaan je leggen pien nach zelkereplien kachla. Gen vriesje mochri, Faladinho Hugo Faladinho Faladinho Hugo Faladinho Falia Falo Hugo Faladinho Oh Honere Gambetre Mayarachshi What he you had son I glonje na tron Speak all my lunch Skachatjen se you ek borst Doch die ek leven etre Mayarachot Spovinje tovel Nan chetan chike gankjao Faladinho Hugo Faladinho Faladinho Hugo Faladinho Falia Falo Hugo Faladinho Oh Honere Gambetre Mayarachshi Nan Romi Smogrageri Moni Nyon Schlief Njau en Traiva Njau Ach nach Rotunjerief Shech Geiche Shech Gla Gan Tav Gan Chatol Gan Vief Ach Vikraag Stolaven Taring Mem Vien Faladinho Hugo Faladinho Faladinho Hugo Faladinho Falia Falo Hugo Faladinho Oh Honere Gambetre Mayarachshi
Oh. Aldyn hyn, mae'r afasyn y gra, chan i'n becht i'r jo o'r yn Heili.
Yeah, gari nhw, gyda.
Agus, dyr y fystus y fiach yn rhi o'r yn y hyg, a bu y fiach yn rhi o'r yn y hyg as y sgyd ac y tein mae'r ysafes, cwn yw yn y Charlotte?
Wel, bi, ach y gychers dam, bi mo fahyd. Wel, sam y barau hym o fahyd, agus, ha eisiau gyma mes yn leid o'r yn y, ys just barau gyda. So, ha yn da chwyd jawn, as yn ylan sgianach, bi mi y fiach yn rhi o'r yn sgianach a gael cwdiach, a mi dol o gael o'r yn ylan sgianach hyn, am y munud na gael. Ach, ie, ystalym sy'n fi eisiau mesgach eich cwdiach. Agus o'r yn yw'n sy'n eich a janila cwdiach.
It's funny how people automatically go home when you're looking for songs, and there is something about those songs from where you're from, where your family's from. They just have that extra wee special bit when you're singing them, and you can definitely tell where people are from as soon as you see who's singing along with the choruses.
Absolutely, definitely, and just that connection as well. Songs you've heard all your life, or heard relatives singing and things like that, or people around you at Ceilidh. So yeah, it's good. I've been coming back to songs that I sang a lot when I was younger, more recently. So I find a lot of people have been saying that too.
Yeah. Definitely. I found I was going back to the ones that I learnt growing up, or even that good Ceilidh songs that you maybe wouldn't sing so often because everybody was singing them, it felt like. It's like we've got so old, Catherine, that's what it is. It's come round again, that they're new songs again.
Absolutely, that's exactly what it is.
Nes i ti hawdol i gael yn nishma?
Ha mi nisht, ha heinio lwch ar sio, oedd had clar agat, a mi dol o gael nach trúgleich mis den jering, hier kan geen denjem, nach trúgleich mis den jering, Joe Oren as een Nederlands skianach, een Kate Houlis, agus cúteach bhaich mi. Tur is, a mis mention go hain mis seo, gyn sich mi náir an seo ar an mád. Yeah, ar an cuatbis fád. So the last time my hair was this short was probably when I just got a haircut, which I'm delighted about. I've been waiting for ages. The last time I had the hair this short, I was probably singing this song at the mod. So I won't say how many years ago that was. For you, seo nach trúig leit mí singéiring. Na hu o hi, na hu o ho, hu o na hu o hi, na hu o ho, nach trúig leit mí singéiring. Saun heriadril man chaimo, gympi trich geg feiljan, sgympi cws byrach glemor, fi mali rwag yn na hu o hi, na hu o ho, hu o eileach. Na hu o hi, na hu o ho, nach trúig leit mí singéiring. Get heolach tú fel y chwain, sged rygych tú a nefyd, charig yn yw sgadwch yw, sgadwch ein gelt o fyriagan. Na hu o hi, na hu o ho, hu o eileach. Na hu o hi, na hu o ho, nach trúig leit mí singéiring. O nach roagam scian cw, gan siúl yn had na sleidjan, sgan sy'n ein sym o hwan ac yd, fi fed ha taf yn eiring. Na hu o hi, na hu o ho, hu o eileach. Na hu o hi, na hu o ho, nach trúig leit mí singéiring. O Ceilidh go crach gan dún, fad an rá sin agus saibhnach, fad an rá sin críal ceol fór ciún, mar smeorichan an cailjan. Na hu o hi, na hu o ho, hu o eileach. Na hu o hi, na hu o ho, nach trúig leit mí singéiring.
Oh, Taynuilt. I know, Catherine, we've said for years that we are the leading fans in the Catherine Douglas fan club. She wrote beautiful songs that were just special in so many ways. And I know we've spoken before, any excuse to sing them. We always have to be like, are you doing her song this time, or am I doing it?
I know. No, they're fantastic.
And definitely an underrated bard. You hear a lot about Mary Vaughan and Oban and Madden and Alastair.
Also a fan, but yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Wel, a chars yn ha uafas os nog a fi nŵr cwdiach, ag sy'n mi feikin hask fel dyn y ffacl hiach gydachgan ar Dunlop Facebook. So I'm going to take the time just to say hello to a few people who are listening in. I'm seeing we've got Jim McFarlane, Grant's dad, listening. Grant was in our first Ceilidh, and Janet McFarlane, also Grant's aunt, listening. So it's nice to see both of them in there. Also, Christine Hunter listening, Helen Pearson and Oban. Lots of fans of Catherine Douglas coming in here as well. Aldine Hain says about 74 people. Keeping in the family, I see Elizabeth Hepburn, who's Simon's mum, coming in for a wee listen as well. Shona McQueen, loads of folks saying hello. So it's really, really nice to see so many of you there. Nisha, the wonderful side of doing a live performance from lots of different places is you do have to juggle with technology. And I'm not 100% sure, do we have Hector Mcfadden here? He was here, then I lost him, and I don't know if he's come back. So I'm going to give him 2 seconds to say hello if he's here, and if not, I'll get somebody else. Oh, he is back. A voice in my ear is telling me, which is excellent, because if you've been to a Taynuilt Ceilidh, you'll have heard Hector play. Originally from Colonsay, now living in Oban, and Hector, I think, personifies that West Coast style. He's one of my favourite box players to dance to, and it's lovely to have him here in Taynuilt Ceilidh. Hector, are you there?
I think I'm here.
Yeah, I can hear a voice. I can't see you, but I can hear you coming in.
No, this is going to be the biggest disappointment of people's weekend, that they can't see me.
It is, because
people have been
actually
building up for this all week.
That's what
and look at the disappointment. They can't see me, so they're just going to have to do it with the tunes.
All over Facebook, people have been saying, "Where is Hector? We've been missing that face." How have you been coping
you can't miss
with
me just now, to be honest?
Oh, I don't believe it for a minute. How have you been coping for this last difficult year?
To be honest, not too bad, really. Where I work, obviously, it's online shopping has gone through the roof, and we all thought it might take a wee dip, but it hasn't. So work's been hectic, where other people have been laid off, furloughed, etc., etc. So from that point of view, it really has been a right eye opener. But apart from that, missing the tunes, really missing the tunes badly. I think with the accordion out, well, I had it out today for a practice to make sure I had it on the right way. But yeah, coping not too bad, not bad.
It's funny, I was doing a wee gig with Grant McFarlane actually on Saturday, and he was playing the accordion standing up, and he was like, do you know, I can feel it in my back and my arms. It feels so heavy compared to what it used to be, because he's just out of match fitness now. I'm not doing any Ceilidhs for the last year. No problem for you, I am sure. So I'm going to stop talking, Hector, because we'd love to hear some music. What are you going to play for us? No! Hector! Don't leave us hanging like this! Have we lost him? Hector was there. He might come back. This is also a wonderful... Oh, I heard a voice.
I'm back. It's something to do. That must be. I'll keep quiet and play. How's that?
Perfect. You give us a tune or two then. The urge to dance a Gay Gordon is very strong when you're listening to that. That was fabulous. Just in case we lose you again, Hector, I'm going to say nothing else. And I'm just going to get you to continue with the music.
Okay, we said the Gaelic waltz at this time then. How's that?
Perfect.
Starting off with Leaving Lismore.
Well worth the wait. Some lovely tunes there. I could see Catherine, who was very excited when she got a Sky song coming in there in the Gaelic Waltz selection. And actually at home, folk are loving it as well. So just to pass on a few messages to Hector, we're seeing Catherine Callender, again a good Oban girl there. Great to tune into the fabulous Ceilidh again. But my favourite one coming in so far is from Alastair Barnett via Audrey, who's saying, great playing Hector as usual, and Alastair's hoping that Kevin and Craig are receiving royalties for using their pictures, because as we couldn't see you, Hector, we stuck a picture of you on the screen. So we're looking great. The best you've ever looked, some people could say. Now we're going to get Hector back in a wee bit. I really hope we're going to get him back later with more songs to come. And just to say a couple more hellos from people, we've got Etta Shaw listening in Bruchladich in Isla. Who else? We've got Thomas Irvin, who's also coming in from Dunoon. I think it's bringing back lots of very fond memories. I do forget that people can see us. Jane, thank you for enjoying the synchronised swaying. We're loving the music here. It is very much like a Ceilidh. And typical Ceilidh style, we're gonna go round again, everybody in the second half. But this is your, I guess, 30 seconds we break if you want to run to the loo, get a cup of tea, to remind you that we are here doing our Taynuilt Ceilidhs live, and we're very grateful to both Borscht Gaelic and Fashion and Gale through their Tasking Fund for giving us some pennies to make it possible. It's been a really difficult time for musicians, and we're all missing so much. Meeting each other, getting the chat. I am very much missing the home baking of the Taynuilt Ceilidh, because they do a good pancake and scone better than any other, I would say. And I know that we are desperate to be doing it again in person. So fingers crossed it won't be too long. But in the meantime, Kiat Milatang, thank you so much to everybody who has been willing to take part, but most importantly, you at home who are watching. It does feel like a Ceilidh when we're seeing your comments coming in, and we just appreciate. We love the fact that you're there, you're watching, and you're enjoying the music as much as we are. So as I said, we're going to start all the way at the beginning again, and for those of you who are keen beans at the beginning, you will have heard Ali Maclean on the pipes. I'm hoping he is still there. He's still got his pipes with him, and he will be able to give us something else. What are you thinking this time, Ali? What are you going to play for us?
So I'm thinking I'll start with a couple of 6/8 marches this time. So Pipe Major Donald McLean and Lewis, and then into Targargan Gap.
Perfect. Lovely. Now, Ali, you play in the Argyll band Heron Valley, who guess it might have had a wee bit of a quieter year the past year, but what are your plans now that things are starting to ease up a wee bit?
Well, as soon as we know some dates about when we can do things, it's a matter of just going for it. We've got some recording things in May over the week up in Stornoway, and we were recording a few months ago as well, so we've had a few things to kind of keep us going, ticking over, but yeah, just like everyone else, waiting to get the go.
And that's been the tricky thing, particularly when you're a band that are even spread around an area. It knocked out so much not being able to travel.
Yeah, it was definitely a pain, but hopefully we're over it and getting there now.
Yeah, definitely. And fingers crossed, as soon as it's free, safe to do so, we'll be seeing you guys performing all over the shop. It would be lovely if you could play us one more set. What sort of thing are you thinking of this time?
That's fine. I thought I would do a Gaelic song and then a couple of reels, so I'll play in Yellow Van, and then I'll go into Mary McDonald's and the Prince of Wales.
Fabulous playing there. Tapaliv Ali. Wonderful playing, and even better when you can be seen this time around. And lots of comments coming in, lots of people enjoying the music. A very proud mum and Mary Catherine there, I can see. Helen Watts having a wee cup of tea, some home baking as well at home. Helen Pierce had a wee joch in the kitchen at half time, that's what you're looking for. Lisa Nichniel and Barai, ach, Chase Nobbin, Ariert, Wabsaks Nokshin, I can. Oh, Ali, your mum is adorable. Hi, my lovely boy, we miss you. That is the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. And I hope you are suitably mortified now. So loads of people are leaving messages, enjoying the music. Brian Innes coming in. Jane, Elsie, Catherine, Mary. Calamangus McDonald can't beat Gaelic airs on the pipes. He's very, very correct. Nes Lenny Shannon, Lisha Hill, agus leis na hárin into the show, agus chili shin to Hamus Grahamach. So Seamus, I guess one of the sort of odd bonuses of lockdown is for you haven't had to do so much travelling because normally you're on the road a lot.
Yeah, it's great, and I don't miss it one bit, I have to say. I don't want to ever go back to it, if I'm being honest. Like getting home, absolute hinder, but yeah, I don't miss the travelling from meetings and even for gigs, to be honest. Although it will be great coming back doing gigs again.
Yeah, and when we were coming in earlier, when we were setting this up, we saw the absolutely adorable Marshall Vake with you, and it must have been lovely to actually get to spend more time at home with your wee daughter, because she is beautiful.
Yeah, it's been great. That's definitely been one of the pluses, Joy. Getting her, seeing her growing up and that, and she's featured in countless Teams and Zoom meetings over last year, so she's keeping everyone going.
And that's what everybody wants to see, to be honest. We're all like, bring us more of the baby. That's what we want.
I know, that's it.
But she might not be there at the moment, but we'd still love to get another couple of songs for you. Do you have the legal into the show?
Fiach I míid Oban Ceilidh san is an níl an scianach a fair show agus cha dhéanamh le Neil McLeod Barst Gling Dal. So this next song is from the north of Skye by Neil McLeod, who wrote some great songs, great Ceilidh songs and love songs as well. And this is one of them, and it's called Farin Romin Ride. Chanil fysig dwynid halw Farin Romin Ride. Charol mach Mari Elaine Farin Romin Ride. War mi gialod o mochalek Beil nach canog fine. Aunan glanam cynna varich Farin Romin Ride. Vana Ionia shine le cadum Farin Romin Ride. Iata down St. Varnum Engan Farin Romin Ride. Val curi driuch gys mialor Iegach batsachain. Charus much nostura vale Farin Romin Ride. Charo fe mit grenok yadlich Farin Romin Ride. Barnan kruva skuva karing Farin Romin Ride. Lemogulus kuva mala Gan Mishal Yanai. Visnan Yonian Boyach Giala Farin Romin Ride. Charus munio feran Farin Romin Ride.
of wine. Fucking Scalavarich, Fahren Romin right. Be me keine Chagrim weiden, Fahren Romin right. Sera noi von tuad min gialog, Fahren Romin right. Gusan karar misan anasht, Chachik smal no fai. Mo brag do vari helein, Fahren Romin right.
Darling. Fi mir aggression fergin horin galig is sharloom. Ha ruttigen man naun agus na brieren ha gamma lachge. Kalis me je old romantic hunum. Ha sorgtje.
Ach hele Arling, just irrechgal.
Good job. Nisha Hamish, obviously, as you're saying, excitement for everybody, something to look forward to the mod coming up in October. Will there be a return of any of the Uncommon Ceilidhs? Because they were fab. We were really enjoying them.
Yeah, I think we'll probably do maybe another one or two, Joy. We'll see how plans are going, making sure that everything's manageable. So because we'll be full steam ahead if we do, proceed with the mod. And so yeah, if there's time and kind of resources to do it, definitely they're great.
Yeah, I think that's what you realise once you've been involved in something like this, the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes to make sure that everything goes as well as it can on the front end.
Yeah, and also because you're learning, a lot of the stuff that everybody's doing now, Simon and everyone else, you're kind of learning and winging it a lot of times.
Yeah.
We're being honest, because it's stuff we'd never done before, but everyone's kind of taken to it and managed it really well. So.
Yeah, this is our third Taynuilt Ceilidh, and we have had different things work and different things go wrong every time. And apparently, I missed the last one, and we had the wonderful John Joe in charge. Apparently, that one went perfectly, so I'm being blamed for all the gremlins in this one. But it's definitely a learning process, and yeah, we're all, much as we're loving seeing everybody, I'm sure I speak for everyone saying we just can't wait till we can put the technology to the side and see everybody in person.
I know. And get back to the baking, like you're saying, the home baking. I always judge the gigs on home baking.
Absolutely.
Taynult's at least in the top 3 anyway of home baking.
The home baking and the skills of pouring out the massive kettle that can fit, 74 cups of tea in it. These are the skills you don't get when you're having to do broadcasting from home.
That's it.
This is Ceilidh gafu on in again. That's how we show.
Ja, fiach mi is oren a Joos a trip show agus fer ga of le Donny Large mar siade I gan ich agus am smink a vahid skriven fachlen Kirstiene nichoi skide nation a Joos. So this is called Arbala, and it's a good going song. The music written by Donny Large, and his mother Kirstiene wrote the words. Donny Large is of course over in America now, in California, and he's got a real country kind of vibe going through a lot of his music, which I really like, and you can pick it up a little bit in this song as well, or I'm just thinking of the arrangement that he's done a bit before, but really enjoy singing it. So it's called Arbala. Like I said, Joe Hayes, John, so fiach go talk to the Sheish, you could take it, Falchir duich is falchir vale is falchir and dachi agakshin get viag gun Paterson yet der kerach nach bin guhan yon farnegase Hapaman an hast go watch taring nos lugor nos toris is Nos lúi gartjanad nos laurian dayan Sart nak nigulje down and diveru Falchir duich is falchir vale
is falchir an dachi agakshin, get viagigan chapper san yet a kerachet, nach bin guhanyon farnagase. Chofates gun trial shin har chuan, dan is chriachen, chatchit stiachen neer toshach arbaichen, snach moren talin shin vichie yusi, nam moin chirvat luga in er pastion. Falchir du ich is falchir vale, is falchir an dachi agakshin, get viagigun chapper san yet a kerachet, nach bin guhanyon farnagase. Voin kjol voor de maderi flotrig se glattig, alle kurian is nemonig, troos kurige alle vier lintje jari, een jane dat broljach lesolos. Falchir du ich is falchir valle, is falchir an dachi agakshin, get viagigan chapper san yet a kerachet, nach bin guhanyon farnagase.
Fiar oran ilafishans taplet the hemish. I guess these ha callback of the course the dunya ha geistach howls of us. So it's obvious that everybody listening at home has enjoyed Seamus's beautiful singing there. So again, a couple of hellos. Just say hello to Baba Mackenzie who's listening. We've got two fills. We've got Maggie Mackenzie also. She's coming in from Lochcarron. Who else have we got? Oh, Judy McPherson saying a special hello to James. Apparently your Lairg Gaelic Choir's favourite ballach. Lots of favouritism going on here for tonight. And Maggie says to pass on a Hamish that the Christmas cake had made it to Inverness. So I'll leave that one in your capable hands. But yeah, lots of people listening, lots of people saying hello, Christiane Hollis. It's lovely to hear from you all. Nisha hashin the lahiliag the Ainsley agus Alastair Ian Paterson and Nisha dhist she cladig has show a rain in the betraye agus hashin vatan and coming son shin a gus cliche ikeheliakin and knock. So we're going to return to a pre-recorded video from the Gaelic singer Ainsley Hamill with Alastair Ian Paterson on accompaniment, and this is Oban na Uisce, a lovely song that they've sent in. So again, wish you could be here in person, but thank you so much for popping that through so we can see your faces at least. First in the na culture falcha id Ainsley agus Alastair Ian.
Avora gaun, Chil gut wachen sievum bratan brach gon loch, ahohi, ahohi, ahoan, ahoan, ahoan. Ik me wacht series ga krochen, ahohi, ahohi, ahoan, 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 ahohi, ahohi. Ganchene gantuar, ganas. 'Cause the sheet ahohi, ahohi, ahoan, 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 ahohi, mohen chablia, mohen chablia, rid via big bus, mi schein fort gut am bein frochgi, ahohi, ahohi, ahoan, 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 ahohi, ahohi, ahoan, 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 ahohi, ahohi. Avoda-gaun, chilkut vachken, sivum braten brechken loch. Ahohi, ahohi, ahoan, 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 ahohi,
Oren erachgal geride fashion for Ainsley. I guess I'm a viking, Lisa Nichneel, give a Lucy Janun Werk and G checking it a noon rav, nach Alvin and Janike. A beautiful song there. And I'm seeing people coming in, Lisa McNeil, Moira Young, agreeing with me. Hello to Murdo McRae as well, who's listening in Warwick. Nisha, Lenny Shanor, Lisha Hjol, Vio into the show. So we are going to carry on with our live music and we're going to go back to Rachel and Adam. And Rachel, I know you've been really busy doing different types of online projects for the last year, both your own and for the Edinburgh Harp Festival.
Yes, so we had the Edinburgh Harp Festival, went online for a second time the other weekend there. I think we were the second the only festival to go on twice so far. But yeah, it was good fun. We managed to do it fine, and yeah, and then just lots and lots of Zoom teaching and online workshops and concerts and things, much like yourself, just yeah, long screen hours. So
yeah,
but yeah.
But did you find with the Harp Festival that actually turning it online meant that you were opening yourselves to a totally new audience?
Oh, totally. I mean, especially when we did things first time round, we reorganised it within a fortnight, because when we were cancelled, it was before everything went severely downhill, and everyone was like, "What is going on? You're mad cancelling." And then, yeah, and then what happened. So that kind of got us a bit of an audience, and then we decided to treat this year really partly not only as a festival, as it normally is, but as a promo as well. You know, kind of making the concert price tickets quite low, keeping that low, and yeah, it's worked wonders. We really were international. We had a session one night which had 85 folk in it, and there was like 4 folk in New Zealand, like 3 in Japan, like 2 in Israel, countless in America and Canada, and yeah, all around Europe. So it was amazing. Yeah, proper international when you go online.
And that's definitely been the silver lining of turning, you know, all our physical events into online events, is that geography isn't an issue anymore really at all.
Yep, exactly. And my back and my shoulders are in amazing in state right now, because I never have to take this harp anywhere. I'm like feeling great, moving well.
See, you say that, but I know that Adam carries it everywhere for you anyway. Nisha, so we'll carry on with the music. What are you going to play for us this time?
We're going to play some more Manx tunes. We're going to go to the west of the Isle of Man to a beautiful village called Peel. I know that you've been there yourself. Gorgeous,
I have.
fantastic village right on the coast with a beautiful castle, and it has the most gorgeous
Good ice
sunsets.
cream.
Very good ice cream. Yes, Davidson's ice cream parlour, where they pile the ice cream on top of each other, so you have more ice cream than you do cone. It's so good. Deeply missing that just now. But this tune, I think it originally came from Ireland. It was collected by the Lighthouse Keeper. It's called the Maclean, the Cradle song, and I've played it over in Ireland, and folk have recognised it as a different air over there. So it's quite nice, kind of tracing tunes to see, which country owned them first, if you know what I mean.
The Isle of Man.
The Isle of Man. So this is a Maclean.
Whew. Aberdeen. Beautiful. And the delayed crowd goes wild. So be honest now, Rachel and Adam, living together, being stuck together for a whole year, has that meant that creatively you have made the most of this opportunity and have been planning beautiful new music together?
I think the last time we played together was maybe the one time we did the gig for the BBC last year. That was the first and last time since now. That was maybe No, it was in the summer.
Yeah.
That was in the summer.
The gig last year.
The gig last year.
The one gig.
Yeah, because you have been a star of Reflections from the Quay, Mum's favourite lockdown programme. So I'm sure she's very excited to be seeing both of you on the screen at the same time now.
Oh, it's been good. We've been it's been fun going to. I swear, it's a place other than Asda and like the local Sainsbury's, Pacific Keys place where we've been the most this year.
Yeah.
Just daft when you think about it.
Yeah, my big excitement is if I go to a different supermarket compared to normal. So, yeah.
Sometimes do 3 in one day just to shake things up, you know what I mean? Bit
Oh, Adam,
variety.
how I wish I could pretend that I have also not done that. But, yeah, we know what it's like. And I think all of us made the most of last weekend when we could escape a wee bit. I went up to Connell for the day and back to see my gran. It was her 90th birthday, so I'm going to take the opportunity to say hello to Blanche, who's listening. 90 years young, and it was lovely to get to see her. And thankfully the sun was shining because we dragged it out into the garden. But Rachel, you went on the TV with your family jaunts.
Yes, someone leaked it to the newsroom that I was going to go to Stirling to see my family. I genuinely don't know who it was. I got told the name. So-and-so said you were going to see your family on the phone. I was like, oh. So, yeah, no, we had a great day. I dropped Adam off actually in South Queensferry with the two Manx boys, the Manx, Luke and Tom. So they hadn't seen each other for ages, and it was Luke's 30th birthday. So same birthday as your gran.
Just a third of it.
So they had a laugh there, and then I headed up to see the family and the dogs, and yeah, got filmed by Reporting Scotland, and it was good crack. So, but yeah, it's just been really good to travel again. We went up again on Sunday just to take the kids, my niece and nephew, to the park for an hour, because it's only half an hour up the road, Stirling, and it's been so frustrating that it's so close, but we've not been allowed to go. So yeah, popped up, took the kids to an hour to the park. Had great fun with my nephew. My niece is now 7 years old, so she's too cool for us. So she just abandoned us at the park and played with her friends, and then surprised my folks and saw the dogs again with them. So that was lovely.
Yeah. Lovely. And it looks like finally, Adam, the chance for you to actually make it home might be soon.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
There's rumours that they might let some family members over in May, so we're hoping that all being well, I'll be able to head home for a few weeks and see the family.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
I do hope so. That'd be lovely. And if not, you'll just have to come to Taynuilt Ceilidh again. It'll be kind of like your second family in person.
Absolutely.
So you're gonna give us one more set before you finish off your wee slot.
We're gonna play you some Manx jigs. The Isle of Man's kind of famed for things in threes, so the 3 legs of man and their flag. So 3 tunes, 3 little boats went out to sea on Christmas Day.
In the morning.
Yep, on the morning. It's a long title as well. We just call it 3 little boats, and then into a tune called Morning Kino, which is Mary of the Candle, and then a tune called Jack, which is also a song. It's one of these songs that's kind of sung very late at night in the pub by the Manx, and the words are just they're horrific. I'm far too polite to tell you what the words translate, and we're not going to sing them because it's incredibly rude. We're too polite, but we'll play you the tunes anyway. So, some jigs for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lovely. And Adam, that first tune, is that the same as the Christmas carol? That saw 3 ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day.
It's kind of a little bit.
Maybe I'm making up the Christmas Day in the morning.
That's a full title. I've looked into that. Like, yeah.
We have a theory that the Isle of Man just steals tunes from elsewhere and says they're Manx.
Right, Jude. We just make these tunes up and everyone else steals them.
Well, if anybody has any research on that one, please let us know. Kiat Milatan, thank you so much, Rachel and Adam. It was lovely to get to hear you play together, and hopefully you'll do it again, even when you are allowed to leave the house separately for a wee bit of time. And again, loads of people leaving comments. It's cracking set of tunes, Jane's saying, lots of clappy hand emojis, and again, this is how, I guess when you do these things, it shows you the strength of community. Seeing lots of messages saying happy birthday to my gran, and from Seamus McNeil in Colonsay. As I said earlier, Hector's from Colonsay, and actually that's where we used to go on our holidays every year, because my gran and Shana went there originally for their honeymoon. So it's really nice to hear from people and just keeping that community link. So thank you very much to everybody who is listening. I guess Chile sin inise, gannulan skianach, well, a glasahu, nishin I guess the Catherine. I guess Nisha Catherine, how would it be on a bad eye? I guess sin skianach, catch you dol in the Chile sin oren, and that oren of a second.
Arall gannulan skianach, serious. Well, who are you by putting it Mary Board? Na paraya, I guess fem mira, given with Dolagan, oren ile. Around Mary Board. Ach an tuise a chlach agus Mary. Or sé and go sport an ham. Ha costa grim. So so I give a chlach agus Mary. Nur chaine céhéú hada an dara chláteú balche, nur chaine céhéú hada. Wat Sherlock Trishel machen Taschig Smarin in van en Norden, kan je bekke zeggen nog, zijn hoiket kwachne kutenjint, net geine keheru hade, jen tada chwache rupalche, net geine keheru hade. Ship faren ron skippen jou gaven daar she keken tram a helting aan mij was er kort wat kortig gehuw geschenkt net geine keheru hade ken daar wat je hoepeltje net geine keheru hade hoort je glachrum hing was daar nel fri gusse mooie body kun je kalm merto hade watch it through the mach, net geine keheru hade, ken daar watch it hoepeltje, net geine keheru hade. Mahi kusse staiten water bishingelen kummert by, swim in mische bekental, come fired fad milbach, net geine keheru hade, ken daar watch it hoepeltje, net geine keheru hade. Chai mis da ingele surtig sinach wach, le manne verhoor ni fresel kumschen vanne grund, an heili na vaudechke, net geine keheru hade, jen darach wache rupeltje, net geine keheru hade. Gimmet sin le mual en norden school der gachtefjen tramschen, ane gan pognaid kawel solas vegne tuchering, net geine keheru hade, jen darach wache rupeltje, net geine keheru hade, jen darach wache rupeltje, net geine keheru hade.
Oren, wat gerede was sin. Agus oren socha nach bí dún chearst chajádach. We all know Nervamiok or Falchet on Yulinski or all these big Maribor songs, but I love that one because it is a wee bit different.
It's a humorous side as well, so I like it's just quite cheeky compared to some of the others. So ha course the games.
I guess room's a good joke. I guess Asian Catherine, ha ysgafelu iddi fi trang fat y blian y gwybod o'r ôl hai. Haw nisio idd criach o'ch ydych sy'n son grish ac?
Blian eile ac yn brigol. Past. Yep. I know why.
Ach, fai bic yn ffositcher had this year in the like yn swyda?
Ha na lain swyda y cheating. So, chanilach, am is wending project eile ac yn brigol sy'n o'r sy'n na lain swyda. Yeah, so bishan ma.
Be. It feels funny talking about holidays when we've been, you know, sort of stuck inside for a year, but at least you get a wee break to enjoy the sunshine and escape when you can. Gully that. Well, fe ciar gyda fi cloentyn o'r yn ila fwyd, sbwysyn, da chi eisiau gael rwyth ygyn y farach mynd o'r yn y fysagad yn eisiau?
Yeah, so, hamidolach riach na chaigle o'r yn gwyl, ila. I do like, our romantic love songs in Gaelic, and this is one of my favourites. So, hamidolach an McFadyen homing. And our Gael song as well.
Yes!
I'm pretty sure, yeah. So I
from Dunlop.
Yeah, I thought it was a good one to finish with. So, yeah, it's just one of those, like we were talking earlier, about coming back to songs that we maybe used to sing a lot, and just coming around to them again. And an Northern show, have me the wee elbach had an Northern show, and the me gama o guys clownching Taynuilt gahain gahadish mahined. I guess when we were a lot younger, we used to listen to my sisters, and I would listen to and learn songs of Oban Florrie. And the Flora McNeil CDs in prep for the mod, and this was one I think that we all did at some point as well. So, no, it's one of my favourite Gaelic songs. So, show McFadyen homing. Gertu McFadyen homing. Chaker sydd Fad walchas y dagein Fi gahamau jych fyr Cha bater liwm siachgein Y fynd eich gyr y mygyr Smynach I erich jelepe Y fi ac ein ach ffrwyr. Fydd hosioch yn tawri gaf mi gael lors jys mi eich. Bed was y samawn sy'n nach dy hewn mi dy sriad. Ec y fiad syg mi gylgwyd Ganddoch eich harmonia Sbed yn loch fydd yw't sinja Na mi le bochiad Sawn yn braen eich rwari Haml oed yn y fna Chen y gorym hwyl yn miawach Syfroli hilfain Cherst chwcyn jychs ham bratan yn ei gel y tan Hwg mi gyl chagw breger Raniach gylfain Chadw gwch o'r esan cyrsias dwch liw. Gyda fi ein gaeri o do fi alw gydchw. Faw si fel dyr I agryw, swat o fyriad yn rhywun giw. Sbyn mochri, hawn yn tororst, gedrych gepost I triw. Am I nisje dolgachi, samol emmen am jei. Smyk an anjachech mochrunjak, awn yn crunjach eich kiad. Biel miach het ni ma skia nhau le.
Oh, I love McFadyen, but I always laugh when I think about it because I remember hearing that first played by the wonderful Neil Sinclair. And when I asked him what it was called, he said, "Oh, that's the Shinty song." And that seemed so odd listening to, because it didn't feel like a song about Shinty. He said, "Oh, I don't know, it's something about a caman." And it was years later we found it was McFadyen, and there had been a lost in translation moment.
Oh my
but nobody played it better than Neil. Have you ever heard him play with it? Gorgeous chords and accompaniment. It was just beautiful. And apeth gyn dy gafo sin le snas fa sorich ti ma taplev Catherine. Agus hashin a chin gynniach hiwl myerig of this akin and noch. We're coming to our last performer. I still can't see him, but I'm hoping that we're on a roll and that Hector is there somewhere in the ether.
I'm here, don't worry, not far away.
Hoorah! I'm very sorry we can't see you, and that your legions of fans are going to miss out in the visuals, but I think you're going to get your picture stuck on the screen again, and the top of my head peeking out from the top of it, because I can't work out how to hide that. But despite this possibly slightly dodgy visuals, Hector, what are you going to play for us this time?
We're going to do it. Well, everybody knows I love pipe music, so we're going to do a couple of 2/4 pipe marches. First one is pretty obvious. It's going to be Donald Maclean's Farewell to Oban, and the second tune is a great tune called Crossing the Mint, which is actually a hornpipe, but it doesn't really matter. They both go well together, so here we go.
don't know about anybody else, but my feet were doing a Canadian barn dance there. You cannot listen to box playing like that and not have a wee jig around. Now, Hector, obviously what we've been talking about a lot tonight is that things are starting to ease eventually. Have you got any weddings, Kayleys, anything coming up in the next wee while, or are you still playing it by ear?
Nothing. To be honest, right? There's absolutely nothing in the diary whatsoever just now. We're more involved in shows and things these days, and obviously the hotels aren't open just now. So if they start opening it again, then hopefully we'll get back into doing that again. But yeah, as I said earlier on, it's a strange world that we're living in. We're coming out of it slowly, and hopefully things will be back to normal pretty soon, you know.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And I'm sure that although we're sad to hear that there's no shows booked in, Mum is going to be thrilled because she's going to have you lined up for every Taynuilt Ceilidh coming when they're back in person then.
I've changed my number. I've changed it already.
Listen, if you're in Argyll, you know there's no hiding. We will find you.
None at all. None at all. No.
The Argyll mafia is strong, and I think both you and Craig are going to be hunted down pretty quickly. So,
in fact, we're just talking to Craig there. He's in the room just now, and I was saying to Craig, you should come up and give a tune and see if anybody would actually notice the difference. You know?
Ooh. And you could have dueling accordions there. What a waste.
We never thought, actually. We never thought.
Tell him he's booked in for the next one.
Never mind. I'll pass that one.
Wonderful. So why don't you give us another wee something on the box whilst you're here?
Okay, we're going to can I do another wee Gaelic songs? Is that okay?
Oh, definitely. More Gaelic songs, the
called,
better.
Okay. Leaving Barra, the old favourites again. Leaving Barra, Chevan, and finishing off with a great favourite which everybody can relate to my late father with, Angus McFadyen, and it's called We're Leaving Taynuilt, just to finish off the set. So here we go.
It's hard to beat a good set of Gaelic waltzes on the accordion. Hector's definitely one of the best that are out there. I can't thank Hector, and I can't wait till we get to see you in person to do it properly. Nes a cháirstein chavód go bhfuil an neiche seachat bha uavas os knock a bhí nor cúideach iríis agus tapalaib san ar beachcin agus ar dúrachcin bha apagrusin na tócail I ghainniúla. So unfortunately, Charshin, we're nearly at the end of our night. It's been so lovely to see you all again. Thank you for coming in one more time and joining us. Very quick thanks to all our performers. We had Alan Mclean on the pipes. We had Ainsley, Hamill and Alastair Paterson who gave us the video on vocals and keyboards. Adam Rhodes on bouzouki, Rachel Hare on harp, and our beautiful singers Catherine and James, and not to mention Hector on the box. Thank you again for everybody that has been leaving us messages. I absolutely forgot this time to plug our PayPal link. You know it's there. If anybody wants to support the Ceilidhs by donating, it's in the comments. You'll find it there. You can do your thing. Agus Miracle Adish ar tain Cradle ga Borsta Gaelic agus Cuideach da Asian and Gael hook take it against gain Erson na Tachertis and shot a Rui. And one more time, thank you so much to both Borsta Gaelic and Fashion and Gael through their Taskig Fund who supported these Ceilidhs, as we couldn't do it without you. Now, next Ceilidh, 15th of May. So if you are looking for something to do, we will be here. Who knows what will happen with the technology, but we'll give it a good go anyway. Thank you to Simon for handling all that side of it and making sure that we could come live to your living rooms. We're going to finish off in the usual way with Sorry Live, and I'm going to get James to come in. He's been quiet for a wee bit, and see if he can just lead us with that.
Okay, here from your joy. Sorry Live is Eiche Valve. Eiche Valve spianach live, Gaiam swanchig navi maidev. Eiche Valve spianach live, Chanyelin yel cunyag lesed, Dushkes moin moch lev guaiv, Marni duan ovion an kalak, Eiche Valve spianach live, Sorry live is Eiche Valve, Eiche Valve spianach live, Gaiam swanchig navi maidev, Eiche Valve spianach live.
Tapla Hamish, agus Eiche Valve a Charshin. We'll see you at the next one.